Jerusalem. Well, yes, but this was the land of the Samaritans, and we'll speak about that, speaking about Israel, the days of Jesus. And the Samaritans were not that hospitable. Remember in John chapter, I believe it's 4, when Jesus meets the woman by the well. She kind of summarizes the whole situation. So easiest, but not preferred. The preferred one was the toughest one, because nobody else was using it but the Jewish pilgrims. You do take the Jordan Valley Road. You walk in a very hot area. You're climbing from Jericho up to Jerusalem. That was not easy. But you do have a steady supply of water in the form of the River Jordan. Because if you do that in the Feast of Tabernacles, which is, by the way, the eve of the feast is day after tomorrow, or Passover, or the Feast of Weeks, temperature there is over 100. Now think about these families walking. It's about a 10 days walk from Nazareth up to Jerusalem. You better have some water supply. River Jordan was there. And then from Jericho, it's a climb. So you start your journey in the little town of Nazareth or any other place in Galilee. And then, which Galilee is green and lush and really beautiful. And then you go down to the lower Jordan Valley and you see how the Jordan meanders. And then you go through the desert, and that's how the desert looks like, only a few miles away from Jerusalem. Not very inviting. But keep in mind, not a bad place necessarily. Great refuge. And then, when you start climbing the mountains, until you see this. And that was the purpose of your pilgrimage, the facade of the temple. And you see that from the top of Mount of Olives. So that would be the journey like, and you can see people would follow or would go through 3 different types of climates, just to go from Galilee up to Jerusalem. Now we're going to bring in the rose, which means that this is, I'm sorry for the stupid animation, just, kind of fun to toy with it, and especially when I know nothing about computers. Yeah. Well, basically, this is it. So the purpose was, and I do hope it was a bit helpful, to try to give you a basic understanding about the land. But please understand that the Bible is describing quite a lot about geography. The Bible was written back then, and who were the listeners? Shepherds, fishermen, farmers. The language of the Bible is the language of the land. If you want to make your point clear to a shepherd, you need to use something from his own experience in life to deliver the message clearly. If you want to do that for a farmer, use water, he'll understand. Or a fisherman. And therefore, the Bible has a very rich language in Hebrew, and translations as well, but it's drawing quite a lot of it from the land of Israel and the land around Israel. So it's not only knowing the land. You will not understand the history of the